in brief, would you tell us where we have come from and where we are going as a Diocese of Karonga?
I would say what has happened in the Diocese of Karonga can not be described in any other words other than a miracle. Nobody thought this diocese would reach where it has reached within such a short period and to this extent. Even me as a bishop of this diocese, I don't understand how we have reached this far. I don't understand. And it simply proves that the church has its owner. We sometimes worry as if we are the owners of the church. The church has its owner, but certainly God has guided and built this diocese tremendously over the last 7 years and beyond the expectation and imagination of any one of us. And it fills me with a very deep sense of humility, a very deep sense of humility. And before God as well as before the faithful, but also before those who have helped us to reach this far. It also fills me with a deep sense of gratitude to the people of this diocese, the people outside this diocese, our partners in various parts of the world, Germany, UK, US, Mexico, and many, many other places where Ireland, where people have been very, very generous. We are very grateful, really. Even in Africa here, we've just received the Marianist sisters here in the diocese coming from India and Togo. And we are very grateful, really. Short of words in terms of expressing what God has achieved in this diocese over such a very, very short period. It really demonstrates that we are only passengers in a boat, that actually the captain is the owner of the boat, namely Christ himself. We should continue to cooperate with him, and we should continue to do everything we can. We will continue to do everything we can. And where we are going now, I would like to say that we, myself and my fellow priests and also the lay faithful and officers here at the Curia, we will spare no effort in serving this diocese and doing our everything possible, really. We will continue to give ourselves entirely for the sake of the people of this diocese, the economic and socio-economic front, to make sure that they have enough food, to make sure that they live in peace, to make sure that their children are educated. We will not spare any effort. But on the pastoral front, we will do what God wants us to do, to help these people with the best of our ability, that at the end of this life they see the face of God. This is what every morning when I wake up and I pray, and this is what I would like, that at the end we are seen to have done everything possible to try to achieve. We may not achieve it. The salvation is ultimately a gift from God which has to be accepted by the individuals. We are only here to help the people to understand what God wants from them and to give them the message from God and to show them the face of God and of love, of compassion. But we will do everything possible to make sure that we are not accused afterwards that we took the salvation of the people of this diocese very lightly. I really don't want to be accused of that when I'm gone. I want to have done my most that demonstrates that the salvation of the people is a serious matter. It is serious. Christ died for it. We cannot take it light. But at the same time, that the humiliating and crushing poverty and socio-economic difficulties of the people of this diocese, we must do everything possible to address them. Because without addressing them, the people will be so weighed down by these socio-economic problems, they will not have time to pray. If they have no food, they cannot go to church because they are too hungry. If they are too sick, they cannot go to church because they are sick. So we must tackle this sign of evil, namely this deep and dehumanizing poverty among our people. We must fight it. But we are not dreamers. We don't think we'll solve all these problems within our lifespan. But what we do is that when we are on the stage, we perform the best, to the very best of our ability, our part on display. We do that to the best of our ability. Others will come and the play goes on. And so I think that this is what we would like to do. But otherwise, I'm very, very grateful to you, our radio, for the work you're doing, for all agents of evangelization, the priests, the sisters, and to you, our radio staff, really many, many thanks, and all the instructors of Sunday school and our partners, many, many, many thanks. I really am short of words to express my profound vote of thanks to our partners, to our officers here, and also the faithful of this diocese who really are so generous, so generous. They'll give you anything that they can put their hands on, to their priests, to their sisters, and to all agents of evangelization. So I am very, very grateful, and I'm very, very humbled by what God has done in this diocese. But we are only a small thing. We are only doing this tiny role, and after that we move out of the stage, others go on. But we must, when we are on the stage, we must perform our part to the best of our ability. And that's how the success of a play. Each player must fulfill his or her role to the best of his ability. And then when you combine the roles of the different actors, then you have a good play. And I think this is what it means to do evangelization. All of us who are on the stage now, evangelizing in this diocese, working in the development front of this diocese, must do the very best for the glory of God and the salvation of the people that we have. We must do everything possible until such a time that our time is over and we hand over the baton to others to continue. So I'm very, very grateful, and I lead it to you and to all the people, and I wish everybody a very, very happy New Year of 2018. God bless you all. Many thanks.